Welcome to another startup and complete car documentation. What we have here is a 2014 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT double cab. This Silverado double cab is painted in silver ice metallic. On the remote fob, you have the buttons for lock, unlock, remote start, and panic. The front door panels have storage areas with bottle holders. And you do get power windows, locks, and mirrors. It has a jet black interior, and the LT trim comes with cloth seats. You get a fully powered driver's seat on this LT, and it is a bench seat, so you can sit a third person in the center. Now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. This 2014 Silverado we're looking at today represents the GMT K2XX generation of the Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra full-size pickup truck duo. Overall, these half-ton, three-quarter-ton, and one-ton trucks were produced for this generation from model years 2014 through 2019. They replaced the 07 to 2014 GMT 900 generation trucks, and themselves were replaced by the 2019 GMT T1XX platform trucks. So 2014 is when this new generation of Silverado and Sierra debuted, with the half-ton 1500 models going on sale first. They rode on the then new GMT K2XX platform, which would also end up underpinning the 2015 to 2020 GM full-size SUV lineup as well. The 14 Silverado and Sierra saved weight compared to the outgoing models thanks to the usage of more aluminum components. 2015 saw the debut of the redesigned heavy-duty Silverado and Sierra on this new platform, as 2014 HD models were carryover GMT 900s. A big change over the outgoing generation was the old extended cab body style being replaced by a new double cab configuration, now featuring 4 full-on front hinge doors with rear external handles just like on a crew cab. In terms of styling, particularly with the Silverado, this generation sort of pays homage to the old OBS CK trucks of the late 80s and the 90s, especially with that front end fascia. The GMT K2XX Gen half-ton trucks also received a re-engineered Ecotec 3 lineup of gasoline engines. For 2016, the Silverado and Sierra 1500 got a mid-cycle facelift, which updated the front fascia, added a few new tech features, and made the 8-speed transmission available with the 5.3 engine. Oddly enough, the cab, headlights, and the whole interior of the 14 and 19 Silverado and Sierra still live on today, as they're still being used on the medium-duty Chevy Silverado 4500 to 6500 commercial trucks that have been made since 2019. But anyways, as for the US market 2014 model year Silverado 1500, you had 3 body styles to choose from: regular cab, double cab, and crew cab. Trim levels that year included Work Truck, LT, LTZ, and the range-topping High Country. LT models were available in all 3 cab styles. 3 Ecotec 3 engines were offered as well, depending on the trim. They included a 285 horsepower 4.3-liter V6, a 355 horsepower 5.3-liter V8 like this truck has, and a 420 horsepower 6.2-liter V8. The sole transmission that year was a 6-speed automatic, and your drivetrain options were the usual rear-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. In the instrument cluster, we have 6 analog gauges, which are your tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, voltage gauge, and oil pressure gauge. And then there's also a digital info display which can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. Switch is on top of the steering column. It has a 4-spoke design, leather-wrapped, multifunctional steering wheel. As for controls, first on the front of the spokes, you have your cruise control on this side, and then on this side you got your information display controls along with your hands-free phone and voice command controls. Then on the back of the spokes, you have your audio controls, seat track, and volume. The steering wheel is tilt only. Parking brake is foot operated. Climate vent for the driver. Panel dimmer, get your headlight switch. Have your 4-wheel drive control dial. You have 2 high, auto, 4 high, and 4 low. Above that is your trailer brake controller. Right here is your high beam, turn signal, and wiper stalk. And it does have a column gear shifter. Going into reverse, it does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines. Also have your tow haul mode. Going down the center of the interior, you have your central climate vents, a touchscreen interface for your MyLink infotainment system, some physical controls for that as well, volume power, tuning, menu, different shortcuts, your eject, seat track, got a CD player as well. You do get dual zone automatic climate controls with all the controls being right here. Your traction control toggle along with your cargo lamp button. Storage area along with a 12-volt power outlet. Got a storage area below, and the seat back can be folded down to reveal a center console. You have 3 cup holders, some storage, and then a compartment with even more storage. You also got a 12-volt power outlet, 2 USB-A ports, an aux port, and an SD card slot, and a little tray up top. You have upper and lower glove boxes. Upper one is lockable. Grab handle on the A-pillar. Manually dimming rear view. OnStar roadside assistance. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. Grab handles at all 4 corners on the roof as well. And on the overhead console, you got your overhead lighting, passenger airbag indicator, and a sunglass holder. And finally, here is that MyLink infotainment system. On radio, your sources are AM, FM, and Sirius XM. You also have Bluetooth audio streaming. Pair of phone, compass right there. System settings. Bring up your presets. Pandora. I don't think there's that much to this system. But now we'll go ahead and roll down the driver's window and take a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are automatic down, and the driver's one is automatic up as well. This LT rides on these optional 18-inch bright machine finished 5 split-spoke alloy rims. This thing's had some tire shine recently. Powering this half-ton Silverado is GM's Ecotec 3 5.3-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. It's an all-aluminum pushrod power plant with 2 valves per cylinder, variable valve timing, direct injection, and active fuel management. Horsepower is rated at 355 at 5,600 RPM, while torque is rated at 383 pound-feet at 4,100 RPM. This engine is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual shiftability, and the truck in this video is equipped with 4-wheel drive. It is flex fuel compatible, meaning it can run on either regular unleaded or E85 ethanol. It has a 26-gallon fuel tank, and when running on regular unleaded, EPA estimates for a truck like this one are 16 mpg in the city and 22 mpg on the highway. It has an independent front suspension and a solid rear axle with leaf springs. Stopping the truck are 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes. Curb weight for this truck, I believe, is roughly 5,200 pounds. As seen earlier, the fuel cap is on the driver's side. Rear door panels do have 3 different storage areas. Can fold the seat bases up. Both front seats have map pockets on the backs. Rear passengers do get a little area for storage and a 12-volt power outlet. Coat hooks on either side back here. Now, interior space back here. I'm about 6'1", and I put the driver's seat in a comfortable position for myself. And this is a very cramped back seat. I know that seems to be pretty much par for the course for extended cab pickup trucks. The crew cabs are always extremely spacious in the back. But this double cab, which is the extended cab, you do get the crew cab style front hinged opening doors as opposed to the old school like kind of clamshell rear hinged secondary doors, but still not that much space. It's very cramped back here, and this front seat isn't even as far back as it goes. But yeah, footroom's okay, my feet can go below the seat, but the biggest downfall is legroom, because this is quite uncomfortable. But headroom is actually pretty good. So if you get one of these, you might want to opt for a crew cab if you plan on regularly having people ride in the back seat. Nice B-pillar grab handles though, I do like that. Has a single exhaust. The double cab configuration came solely with a 6-foot 6-inch bed, which provided 61 cubic feet of space. Love this spray-in bed liner. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2014 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.